Okay, my Young and the Restless fans, we got to talk about today's episode. Tucker gets to meet his grandson Dominic for the first time. Diane is shocked when Jeremy Stark confronts her at the Abbott estate, and Sally and Adam kiss after she admits she wants him. Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS Soaps, both the Young and the Restless and the Bold and the Beautiful. This is your Young and the Restless recap for December 2nd, and without any further ado, let's talk about what went down in Genoa City today. So let's head over to Crimson Lights, where Tucker arrives and called Devon to confirm their meeting. He's surprised when Diane pops up. Now, Diane tells him that she is not going anywhere and isn't scared of Jeremy Stark. Now, Tucker reminds her what he's capable of. Now, Diane insists, I didn't turn him in. That ain't what she told Jack and Kyle, though. Now, when she adds Jack and Kyle are standing by her, he says they have no idea what they're letting themselves in for. Now, Diane accused Tucker of hiding behind Ashley and the ladies and getting them to do his dirty work. Now, they rehash her refusal to get him the dirt that he wanted on Jabot, and Tucker accuses her of lying to him and never intended to fulfill her end of their deal. Diane says he act like a rich toddler. Now, Diane says she finally has what she wants and she's not going to run anywhere. Now, Tucker points out that that will put people that she claims to love at risk. Diane says, look, this is my life. It's not a game. Now, Tucker thinks she should have realized this before. Now, Tucker tells her it's a little selfish of her not to leave at this point. And she goes on to tell Tucker that whatever happens is on him. And Tucker can admire her misplaced confidence. And she tells him that she has become a fixture in the Abbott world and he's losing the chance of having an ally. Now, Tucker is just not impressed. And Diane accuses him of trying to separate Ashley from her family for his own sake, which is what he's doing. Devon interrupts to take Tucker away to see his grandson now. Now, after Tucker and Devon is gone, she sends Jack a text to check that they're on for dinner still. He texts back asking her to meet at the Abbott estate. Now, over at Devon's penthouse, Devon introduced Dominic to Granddad Tucker, and Tucker says he looked just like Devon. It makes him wish that he knew him as a child. They sit on the carpet and play, wishing that they could see the world through Dominic's eyes, and Devon says, well, he's never cranky and he loves to dance. Tucker thinks Catherine would have loved this and would have been over the moon, and he is absolutely blown away how he, Chance, and Abby have teamed up. And seeing them together make him think that the grand experiment has worked. Now, he senses there's something between his son and Abby, but Devon won't explain. And things get a little more awkward as Tucker quizzes him about his love life, and Devon is real evasive. Now, Tucker tells Dominic that he will be there for him whenever he needs, just like he wishes that he had been there for Devon. So over at the Abbott estate, Phyllis strides in and begins bickering with Nikki and Ashley about her calling Jeremy Stark. Now, she accuses them of being afraid of taking risks. Now, Ashley thinks she made a stupid mistake. Now, Phyllis explained that she told him it was Diane who made a deal with the feds to get him arrested. And she says he was very kind and he asked about his good old buddy Diane. Now, Phyllis told him where Diane is, and she wonders why the trifecta doesn't seem happy to hear this. The ladies admit that they have serious doubts that this was the right route to take. Phyllis was like, don't you think it's a little too late for that? And she's gone to great lengths to make this happen. She starts screaming and she's ranting about how no matter what they've done, they have not driven Diane out. Aren't they sick of her entrenching herself into their families' lives? Now, Nikki doubts that any of this is going to work, and Ashley doubts it too. Phyllis is livid and complains that Diane is controlling the narrative and playing the victim. We need to blast that bee off her perch, she insists. The ladies point out that they don't even know if Diane even turned Stark in. They worry about how all this could get ugly and backfire. Ashley doubts that he'll be happy if he finds out that they've used him, and this could end in violence for all of their families. Then Diane shows up and notices that the whole coven, aka the Three Stooges, and the evil trifecta is there and assumes that they are plotting her destruction.
Desire to see you pay for what you've done to us, our loathing is certainly deserved. The feeling is mutual. Look at the three of you standing as men, acting so superior after you've done so much to hurt so many people. The hypocrisy is staggering. You have done your best to turn everyone against me, but it hasn't worked. In fact, just the opposite. The bonds I have forged with the people who matter to me have only gotten stronger. So I guess I have you to thank.
So Diane criticizes them for their hypocrisy, which I gave her a hand on that one. And she points out that all their plans have failed. Now she's gloating that Jack invited her to dinner. She sits down to wait. Ashley and Nikki immediately file out of there, and Phyllis tells her to enjoy herself, and she follows them, and Diane shakes her head and she sighs. However, after she adjusts her hair in the mirror, the doorbell rings, and it's Jeremy Stark. So, as Nick knocks on Sally's door at her suite and there's no answer, Adam finds Sally still working at a table at Society, and she sighs as he comes on over. Now, Adam asks how she is. Sally is annoyed because she's trying to work. Now, Sally admits that she is not okay, and Adam is the cause of her upset. Now, his ridiculous professions of love keep torturing her, and he thinks that that's a bit strong, but he's not going to apologize. Now, Sally thinks that he should have had remorse for messing with her head. No, Sally, that's your thoughts that's terrorizing you. Now, Adam insists that he's not trying to manipulate her, and she says she knows. Now, everything Adam said keeps racing around in her head, and she can't shake the way he makes her feel. Now, Adam smiles and assumes that she knows that they should be together. Now, Sally is trying to resurrect her career, and he's upsetting that. And Adam knows she has a lot to sort through and reminds her that they do well together. Now, when he suggests that they talk out somewhere else, she agrees that they truly need to resolve this. So they go to her suite. Adam doesn't want to plead his case or tell her how she should feel. Adam just hates how unsettled she feels every time she runs into him. Now, she never thought talking to him would be so hard. He was always the person that she found easiest to talk to. Now, what he said to her the other day really got to her, and she could see that she really mattered to him. And it breaks Adam's heart to realize that she didn't know any of that until now. Now, Adam feels like they are close to getting back everything they had and more. Sally admits she still feels love for him. How could she not? But the way he hurt her was awful and is hard to forgive. Adam wishes that he could undo all of that, but all he can do is apologize for being stupid. And he's sure that they can finally get it right. What he wants hasn't changed, and he still wants to marry her. However, while all of this is going on, we see Victor warning Nicholas.
Between you and Adam. I'm warning you. If you choose another family, You will live to regret it. I promise you.
And back over in Sally's suite, what we've been waiting for over 6 months is about to happen.
Sally, we're here to have an honest conversation. What we can still have, despite the stupid mistakes that I made, and to talk about what we want. And for me, that hasn't changed. When I asked you to marry me, I meant it. That's the same thing. I want you, Sally. Only you. What you do?
So they kiss, and then they kiss some more, and you know where this is headed. And these two are an off-screen couple as well, so they played this scene very well, both Courtney Hope and Mark Grossman. So let's finish talking about Nick and Victor, because Nick is not happy that he wasn't able to connect with Sally. And of course, Victor is wondering if he's off his game because of that Spectra woman in quotations. Nick finds that whole phrase insulting, and Victor knows that him and Adam is in a triangular relationship with that woman. That's no good. And he points out that Nick has gone through this before. And Victor goes on to tell him that this is very bad for him on every level. Come on, man, you know better than that. Suggesting Sally is using him. Adam has made his choice, and it's sad, but Nick, for you, it's worse. Now, Nick, of course, thinking and speaking with the wrong head, doesn't understand his animosity towards Sally, given all the qualities she has. Yeah, Nick, qualities. Now, Victor explains he got his people to put together a dossier on her and what she was up to with the Forresters and the Spencers. And he tells him that Sally faked a serious illness and relied on blackmail. And then we see Nick starting to fidget and admits, yeah, well, she done some things that's questionable, but she's worked to change her life. Now, that isn't convincing to Victor. And Nick gives up on trying to change his mind, but adds that Adam does not deserve her. Now, Victor says that this is just a symptom of the rivalry between the two brothers, because if he chooses her over his family, he will live to regret it. And I am not happy with Nick right now because he treats Adam so badly, but Adam has helped him the most out of anybody in that family. So we have to stay tuned to find out, because next week Adam and Sally get caught by Nick. Okay, so there you have it, your Young and the Restless recap for Friday, December 2nd, 2022. If you haven't checked out the bold and the beautiful recap for today, it has been uploaded to the channel. And until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you soon. Bye.